All right, behind me, you're taking a live look at an Antares rocket, which is located at the Wallops Island Flight Facility on the eastern shore of Virginia, pretty close to Chickatee Island. You ever heard of the Chickatee Pony Swim? That's pretty close to where this is. This is a rocket that's going to be launching some supplies up to the International Space Station here in just about 30 seconds or so. The final preparations underway now as they're loading some of the last little bit of fuel. Takes about 41,000 gallons of liquid oxygen and around 21,000 gallons of a rocket-grade kerosene to launch this rocket. And we're just awaiting that ignition of the bottom of the rocket. You'll see a couple sparks first, and then you'll see the rocket lift off the pad carrying about 3 tons of cargo up to the International Space Station. This is actually a 139-foot tall rocket. It's an Antares rocket made by the Orbital Flight Company, under contract right now with NASA to actually launch supplies to the ISS. Of course, we lost the space shuttle many years ago. There you see the ignition of the booster engine and the liftoff there of the Antares rocket from the Wallops Island Flight Facility. There's one of the bottom shots of all the flames coming out of the rocket. And as it clears the pad, we'll watch hopefully NASA switch back to the other camera there as it lifts off. Now, this rocket's going to take about 7 minutes to reach orbit, and it's carrying about 3 tons of supplies. As I mentioned, those supplies include food, it includes clothing for the astronauts that currently are living on board the International Space Station. The ISS is about a football field size diameter object that's above Earth right now. Astronauts have been living on board the International Space Station every single day since 2000. In fact, you may remember astronaut John Kelly, who actually spent a year in space a couple years ago to help learn about the impacts on the body as we live in space in terms of hopefully one day using space for more long-term exploration. So the Antares rocket on its way up to space now and on its way to rendezvous with the International Space Station here in just a couple of days.